Hey everyone, it's Matt Frazier, the psychic medium, and I am live right now. Come on in, come on in, come in. We got so much to talk about, and I want to know in the comments, right? Leave me a message in the comments, right in the comments, if you've ever felt that there was something on your heart that you didn't get to say to a loved one. Have you ever wished you could get your loved one in a room for 5 minutes and just ask them a single question? Has there been something that has been stopping you from healing or moving on from a loved one's passing? When I talk about moving on, I don't mean moving on from them, but I've learned that grief is really hard when we lose a loved one for a couple different reasons. But for one main reason, it's because when you lose a loved one and there's still something that you're questioning, still something that's lingering on your heart, until that question gets answered, it keeps replaying again and again and again and again in your head. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Because if you've ever been through grief, you'll know that there might just be that one thing that keeps replaying again and again and again and again and again and again, and it stops you from healing. Every single time you try to take a step forward, it feels like this thing replays back in your head, and you take a step back. And sometimes it's the thought of your loved ones passing. Sometimes it's what you saw before they died. Sometimes it's something that you didn't get to say or they didn't get to say. Well, there's something that I want you to know. And that is, as a medium, I've learned about this, that when your loved ones go to the other side, they can see what's weighing on your heart. They can see what's stopping you from healing. They can see what's stopping you from receiving messages from them, from receiving signs from them, from all of the above. And I see Judy is here. Judy was at the online reading tonight. And I also see that Colleen is here. I also see that Scott is here. Says, I miss my mom so much. Well, what I want you to know is that when your loved ones leave this world, and by the way, if you're here right now, share this live, send me some hearts, like it, get everybody in here, because I want to talk to you, because I just got done doing a live online group reading. And I want to share with you one of the things that I was explaining to the people that were attending tonight. When I'm connecting with your loved ones in spirit, you have to know that your loved ones have very specific messages that they need me to deliver to you when you're getting a reading from me. So it's not like your mom comes through and she's like, Matt, tell my daughter this, and this. It's literally what I hear is, Matt, you need to tell my daughter this. And they won't stop. They keep showing me the visions and keep telling me again and again and again until I get that message through. And sometimes it's not the message that you want to hear, but the message that you need to hear. And sometimes during readings, multiple souls come through all at once. So during tonight's online reading, there was something pretty incredible that had happened. And that was, a woman was there with her mom, and her mom's dad came through, which would have been her grandfather. And then her father came through. And I want to share with you this reading because it was a connection that she didn't expect tonight. Her mom's dad started to come through, and she didn't think that she was going to get a message. And then her own father stepped forward in spirit with the message from the other side. And I want you to see this reading because you can see how grief was holding her back. During this reading, you can see the way that the moment that her dad brought up this piece of information, she immediately just started to break down and cry. And she was like, oh my God. She didn't think that her dad knew what she was thinking in her head. Well, when your loved ones go to the other side, they can hear your thoughts, they can hear your grief, they see what's holding you back from healing. And that's what I want to prove to you tonight. So I have a reading that was just done from tonight's online group reading event. And guys, if you haven't heard, tonight I just got done doing a live online group reading. I got to meet so many of you from Facebook and YouTube. It was amazing. And now tomorrow night, me, Royce, and Alexa and my family are off to Las Vegas. So this week, if you can come and see me, I am giving readings at the Venetian. October 25th and October 26th, Friday and Saturday night, I'll be at the Venetian. And then I'm heading to Canada, and I'm coming to Halifax, Canada. I'm coming to Regina, Canada. I'm coming to Saskatoon, Canada. I'm coming to Arilla, Ontario, Canada. I'm also coming to Casino, New Brunswick in New Brunswick, Canada. Moncton, Canada. All the dates are up on my website, meetmattfrazier.com. I also announced that I'm coming to give live readings in December in Atlantic City. I'm also coming to Foxwoods Resort Casino for 2 nights in December. Tickets are up on my website. And I'm also coming to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Fort Myers, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Scottsdale, Arizona. I'll be at Talking Stick Casino in California. California, I'm coming to Roner Park, California, to Grayton Resort Casino. So if you can come and see me, those are my live tour stops. MeetMattFrazier.com. Thomas is very busy. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, Tomas is very busy. I know, it's crazy how busy I am. So literally, after I'm done with you guys, I literally go to sleep, get up, go to Las Vegas, and then go to Canada. But So if you can come, there's still some tickets left for Friday and Saturday night. But I want to show you what happened at today's online reading. And this was really special to me too, because I do these online readings for a reason. Not all of you will be able to come to a tour stop. You know, many of you don't live in a place where I will be. For example, this family that I just connected to attended today's online group reading from the UK. They were here from England, you guys. And we're like, you know, they came to the online reading because it's like, there's no other way that they're going to be able to get a reading because I don't come to the UK, at least not yet. So they attended from England and they both got amazing messages from both their fathers. You ready? Take a look at this. Take a look at what happens when her daughter's father comes through. It'll send chills down your spine. Woo! I'm getting chills just thinking about it. This just happened a few moments ago, and it happened during tonight's online group reading. If you haven't heard, I do online group readings right here in my office where you guys attend live with me, and I read for family after family after family. It all depends on what souls come through and speak. So take a look at what happened just a few moments ago. Like I said, they attended from London. You can attend from anywhere in the world. You've got to take a look at this reading, right? Souls will make me feel certain things. And I know that in the beginning, I was talking about the blockage and infections. But he's also telling me that it also started to affect his legs at the end before his passing.
Oh my God.
Not my dad, my mum's dad.
It's my dad.
My granddad.
Yeah.
So how do you connect with them?
Yes,
do you understand?
absolutely.
Do you also understand about he used to get like random, like it looks like either bruises or like contusions on the legs?
Oh my God! Yes,
because
I
see all random like black and blues and scars on this leg when I'm connecting.
Oh my God, that is so correct, Matt.
Yes.
They were gonna amputate his leg, and
is that the reason why he talks about the leg turning black when I'm connecting with him? Because he kept saying to me I couldn't see my leg.
They said they had an infection that they thought it was gangrene.
His soul's here. And when I'm connecting, but wait a minute, I have both of them. I have your dad here, and I also have your father here. So they're both speaking. And I want you to pay attention because your father, so you're Mary, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Mary,
Tanya. Tanya, sorry, I should have put her name on.
That's all right. So Mary, please know that your dad just said to me when I'm connecting that even though he was going through multiple procedures here in this world, right?
Yes.
He shows me like he'd go through a procedure, he would get better a little bit, and then he would like get an infection all over again. He'd go through a procedure, he'd get sick, he'd get better again.
Yes, in and out of hospital just for the last few years of his life.
So know that he tells me that every single time that had happened, he says everyone thought that I was getting better, but I was actually getting worse. He tells me.
Yeah.
And he said to me that it got really bad because at the end, this didn't just affect his body. He tells me it started to affect his mind at the end as well.
Oh, yes,
and
definitely.
He tells me he became a different person before he died.
Yeah, he became, he had to go into a nursing home because he couldn't stand up and he got very angry. I think my mum used to visit him, didn't he? And he was frustrated that he couldn't go home. And he was made to stop smoking cigarettes. He wasn't allowed to smoke in the nursing home, and he went berserk about that. And he was very angry because all his loves were taken away from him, basically.
Please know that what he's coming through to tell you is, first of all, he wants to say that he's sorry for everything that you witnessed with him. He's sorry for everything that you witnessed with that pain and what you had to watch him go through. But it's his way of letting you know that he is on the other side. He also says to me that he's sorry for putting up such a fight here in this world, because he tells me that what was really hard is that he didn't want to admit that all of these things were wrong with him. And I see that.
Mm-hmm. I think, I think he prayed to go because the morning he was supposed to get his leg amputated, he literally took a heart attack.
I got to tell you, this is what he's all trying to say, right? Is that when souls come through and they line things up, it's his way of showing you from the other side that not only all these things were wrong with him, but he said to me, everyone thought I was getting better, but I wasn't. And that's what he's trying to say. So know that it's his way of letting you know that it's okay that you had to say goodbye. He says, because at the end of my life, Matt, he says, I was ready to go. And I need to tell you, Tanya, that your dad is also here when I'm connecting. Because this is actually very hard. They're both trying to talk over one another. And your father was also trying to get his piece in. Because when I'm connecting with him, your dad shows me that he didn't want to believe what the doctors were telling him and like what was going on with him. Yeah. And he said to me that you're so upset with him because you're like, Dad, why are you so stubborn? Like, why aren't you listening? And he actually just showed me that he's got a confession that he's going to tell you. And I don't know if you're ready to hear it, but your dad just said to me he was not taking his medications or was not taking.
Oh my God.
I know. I know.
Oh my God.
He told me
Oh my God.
he was on heart medication and he stopped taking it and was, said that it made his quality of life worse.
He tells me, don't say another word. He tells me that's why he died.
I know.
Yeah.
Because
because I know. Yeah, I've always felt that.
Oh my God, you knew that? That's
he said to me, he's here to fess up and to tell you the truth. Because he tells me that this weighs on your heart every single day. And you say, if my dad just did the right thing, if my dad took these medications, he would still be here. And that's why he's here.
Yeah.
You have to know that his soul is here because he says to me, Matt, he goes, because he's holding up the pill bottle. And he says to me, Matt, she thinks about this every day. And every day you say, why didn't my dad want to live? Why didn't my dad want to do things to better his life? And he tells me that you take this personally in your life because you say, my dad is missing out on so many milestones. He's missing out on so many things of my life.
Yeah.
He just said to me this. He says, Matt, you need to tell my daughter that I am sorry for the things that I missed out on, but I can see everything now in spirit. He's bringing that through. He keeps saying, please don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad. I understand.
Yeah.
But I also have to tell you this. Do you know that your dad has chosen a beautiful sign to reach you from the other side? And he just showed me birds when I'm connecting with him.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a robin today.
I always see red kites flying around and really low with a big wingspan.
He said to me, that's my symbol for you from the afterlife, because I want you to know that anytime you see that, that's me. So as hard as this is, because your dad was still young when he passed here in the physical world, and that's why you have such a hard time. He tells me that you look back at old pictures of him and you're like, I don't understand. My dad was so young. He didn't have to leave this world in this way. And he says to me, like, you're taking this personally because you're like, why didn't he want to live? Why didn't he want to live?
Yeah.
Your dad just said to me, he goes, Matt, he goes, tell my daughter I spent so many years being sick that I didn't want to chase after life. That's what he tells me.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
He did not want to live life back and forth in and out of doctors. So
that's
know
what
that
he said.
as hard as this is, your dad said to me, Matt, he goes, I was stubborn and I regret it now, because seeing now, I understand what my daughter was trying to tell me. But he says, I was so afraid of being sick. I was so afraid of hospitals and different things that I ended up shortening my life. And I'm sorry. But he doesn't want you to hold on to any stress, any hurt, any pain since his passing. Instead, he wants you to know that he's here and that he's with you.
Thank you so
much, Matt. That's amazing.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah. He was my ex-husband, so but you know, we were all upset and devastated, and Tanya did everything. She brought him, patronized him back to Ireland and everything, repatriated him, like
brought him home.
I love it. I could listen to your accent all day. I'm not even listening to what you're saying. I'm just so into the accent. But know that one of the things is this, for him to come through like this is his way of showing you that he is okay. He is on the other side, and both your dad and your dad are there and with you in spirit. You guys, that happened at tonight's online group reading, and you can see how her father genuinely wanted to tell her the truth from the afterlife. And there's a reason for that. He saw how that hurt and pain that she was carrying for all of these years since his passing was still eating away at her. You know, sometimes there's so many questions that are on our heart that are stopping us from moving on from losing a loved one. For example, I hear these questions all the time, like, Matt, did my son know? Did he know that he could have came to me before he did what he did? Did my dad know that I was trying this, and this? Did my grandfather know that I was trying to get to him, and so was blocking me? Whatever it is, your loved ones know. And what I love so much that they do during readings is that they don't just come through and say, hey, how are you? They come through to answer the questions that's on your heart, because so many times we say, oh my God, I wish my loved one was here. I didn't get closure over their death. I didn't know what happened the final days of their passing. I wasn't told that they were going to die. I wasn't told this. I wasn't told that. Well, your loved ones know what's causing you pain, what's causing you hurt. And they know when they can deliver a message that's going to help you to heal. So that happened tonight, you guys. And if you missed out on tonight's online reading, the only reason why is it was sold out. Tonight was sold out. So I apologize. I got so many messages from people saying, Matt, I tried to get into your online reading. It was sold out. I know. The thing is that these online readings are very special because they can only allow a limited amount of people per each online reading. And I have some sad news. And the sad news is that there are only 4 online readings left from now until the end of the year, and there won't be any there won't be any more added. So I need you to know that, because there's going to be 2 more there's going to be 2 in November, 2 in December. That's it for online readings. So if you've not had an online reading with me yet, if you haven't connected with a loved one in spirit, you only have 4 more opportunities, and they're selling out quick. So if you go to my website, meetmattfrazier.com, this is my website. This is what it looks like. Meetmattfrazier.com, and you scroll down and you click on online readings, and you scroll down, you're going to see an online readings. You're going to see tonight's event was sold out. We have the live Halloween psychic seance with me and my mom on October 30th, where me and my mom, the night before Halloween, are going to be giving readings. We're going to be channeling the other side and teaching you how to channel. And then on November 29th and November 30th, those are the next online readings. I know that they seem like a long time away, you guys, but if you can reserve your spot, it's only $22. And during these online readings, I go and do everything that I can to read as many people as I can. But the thing is that you're going to know that it's not just about the readings. It's about being there and experiencing that there's more to life than what's here in the physical. And what I want you to know is that there's so much that the other side has to share with us. So I'm doing these readings because tomorrow I'm off to Las Vegas. So tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., I'm off to Las Vegas, and I'm doing 2 nights at the Venetian. So if you can come and see me, if you're on the West Coast, Friday and Saturday night, I'll be giving readings at the Venetian Resort in Las Vegas for 2 nights only. Then I'm off to Canada. I'm coming to Ontario, Canada, New Brunswick, Canada, Nova Scotia, Canada, just Alberta, Canada. All the tour dates are on meetmattfrazier.com. Then I'm coming to Scottsdale, Arizona to give readings at Talking Stick Casino. I'm coming to Roark Park, California. I'm giving readings at Grayton Resort Casino. Then I'm heading to Foxwoods Resort Casino to give readings for 2 nights in Connecticut. And then I'm heading to, where else? Atlantic City, New Jersey. That's up on my website. I'll be at the Borgata in December. And also Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Fort Myers, Florida, and Orlando, Florida. All the dates are up on my website, meetmattfrazier.com. But if you can't make it to a live show, but I want you guys to know, like I see all the comments coming through right now, and I see Jaylene saying, Matt, I really want a reading. I also see that what's it called? Jessica's asking, how much is an online reading? So these online reading events are only $22 to attend. And during the events, the minute that you sign up, you're going to get an email sent to you. So if you go to my website, meetmattfrazier.com, and you click on online readings, right? Once you're there, the moment that you sign up, you're going to get an email sent to your inbox with your login information. But like I said, there's only 4 more left to the end of the year. So if you can't come and see me on tour, I hope you'll come and join me. It doesn't matter if you're in Canada, if you're in the United States, or if you're in the UK like those people were. What's so amazing about technology is that you can all be a part of it no matter where you are in the world. And that's the cool part. And what I also want you to know, if you haven't heard, is that on October 30th, the night before Halloween, me and my mom are coming together, to give live readings, because my mom is where I got my psychic gift from. We're going to be teaching you psychic protection. We're going to be teaching you about the other side. And on October 30th, that's the night when the spirit world is super strong, because there's this veil. There's a veil between our world and the spirit world, okay? It's called the psychic veil. And if you were to lift up this veil right now, you would be able to see your loved ones in spirit. It's almost like a 2-way mirror, right? I can't tell you how many times I do readings, and when your mom or your dad would pass away, that says to me, Matt, I wish that my daughter could see that the other night when she was mourning me, I was sitting on the bed. Matt, I wish that my son could see that the other day when he was in his car and he was crying, I was on the side of him and rubbing his back. Your loved ones in spirit can see you. We just can't see into their world. But on October 30th, the night before Halloween, that's when our world and the spirit worlds are closer than ever. It's almost like how the sun gets closer to the earth at different times in orbit. Well, Halloween, right? And the day before Halloween, October 30th, is when our world and the spirit world becomes extra strong. So this is a one-time only event. We can only do it the night before Halloween. Me and my mom are doing a Halloween psychic seance. And people were freaking out. And Connie goes, Matt, I'm so happy I caught you live. I'm glad that you're here, Connie. People were freaking out. They're like, Matt, what did you turn to the dark side? Matt, I thought you didn't do seances. I thought you were going to, what are you going to contact bad souls? No. What I want you to know is that the Halloween psychic seance has nothing to do with bad souls or evil spirits. Seances have gotten a bad rep because people have used them for bad, right? And they've gotten a bad reputation for good reason. People use seances to try to conjure up evil spirits and talk to evil spirits. But what mediumship 101 is that you have to keep yourself protected, contact the higher vibration, which is what I do every day. But when we're all together, right? Let's say we're all together and we're all focusing on one soul, and we all focus on one soul coming through. For example, on the night of the psychic seance, we're actually going to try to bring through some celebrities. Have you ever wondered what would happen if we could contact some souls that didn't get to tell their full story, like Whitney Houston? What would Whitney Houston say? Well, the night before Halloween, October 30th, we're going to be doing this live. Me, my mom, and all of you. If we all put our intention on contacting souls like Whitney Houston, asking them if there's anything that they wish that their story to be told, asking if they have a message, right? We all act like one big antenna. We act like one big voice. And we're able to see if those souls will come through. Now, it's a request. I've never done something like this, but this is going to be a 2-hour event, but it's probably going to end up being 2.5 hours because there's so much that's going on during the psychic seance. Me and my mom are going to be teaching you psychic protection. We're going to be teaching you how to safeguard your energy. We're going to be talking to you about the good ways and the safe ways to practice mediumship, the unsafe ways of practicing mediumship. Me and my mom are going to be using our abilities together. We're going to be doing readings for you guys together. We're going to be answering your questions. And then we're going to do a psychic seance, see if we can channel some celebrities. And then also, I don't know how we're going to have time for this. We're going to be up all night. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to teach you how to channel a message as well. So we did this last year, the night before Halloween as well. And I got to tell you, I received so many messages on Facebook and Instagram. People who were like, never had a psychic vision, had a psychic thought, had a psychic dreams. They were like, Matt, I just got done with your Halloween seance. My grandmother came through. I'm in tears. Matt, I never had a reading before, but you taught me, because we're going to teach you in real time how to channel. We're going to do it in real time. Like, you guided me through the channeling session. My dad came through. I can't believe how I saw him. I can't believe it was actually him. So if you want to be a part of this event, it's happening one night only, October 30th. So yeah, it's October 30th. One night only, October 30th. It's a 2-hour event, but plan to be there 2.5 hours because we're definitely going to go over on time. Me and my mom together. You have to be registered in advance. MeetMattFrazier.com. And what I want you to know is that as long as you're registered, all of you are also going to get the recording of what happened at the event. So if you're registered and you miss it, or you registered and you fall asleep, or you registered but you had to work, all of you are going to get the recording afterwards. Oh my God, I love this. I see that. Amy says last year was amazing. Amy, wasn't it incredible? How many people got messages from their loved ones and like got messages through that channeling session? Wait till you see what we have for this year. Danny has their spot reserved. They said, I'm all set. I'm all signed up. I'm so excited. So whether you want to come to the next online group reading or whether you want to come to the Halloween psychic seance, can only happen this one night, October 30th, when the veil is the thinnest. Just go to meetmattfrazier.com. That's my website, meetmattfrazier.com. It looks like this. Tap on online readings. And once you, that's the wrong thing. That's tour dates. Sorry. You can click on tour dates too. But once you get to online readings, let me show you. Once you get to online readings, you're going to see when you scroll down, tonight's event was sold out. But you're going to see the Halloween psychic seance and the last 4 online readings of the year. I am so excited to meet you guys. I am so excited. And Kate says, I really just need a reading. You've got to make sure that you're there. This is the saddest comment. Do you see Kate's comment? She goes, I just need a reading. I just need a reading. How many messages do I get every single day where people are like, Matt, how do I connect? How do I connect? How do I speak to you? How do I connect with you? Guys, I do these online readings for a reason because let me put up the link. Over 2,000 people have gotten read live online. So what I want you to know is that if you want to join, it's only $22. Just go to meetmattfrazier.com. Do you guys see it? Meetmattfrazier.com. And click on online reading. So whether you're coming to the Halloween psychic seance, whether you're coming to the next online reading, there's only 4 left, or whether you're coming to a live tour stop when I'm in Las Vegas this weekend, or Scottsdale, Arizona, or Roark Park, California, or Halifax, Canada, Ontario, Canada, Foxwoods Resort Casino in Connecticut, Atlantic City at the Borgata, or when I'm doing my Florida tour, make sure you have your spot reserved. MeetMattFrazier.com. That's the best way to find me. And I really hope that you guys are there. Oh my God, Renee says, I'm going to Atlantic City. She goes, I'm going to sign up for an online or go to Atlantic City. Try to come to Atlantic City, Renee, because this is the only New Jersey event. It's the last first stop of the year. So try to come. You know what's actually funny is most people do both. Most people come online and in person, but it's totally up to you. And Kate's coming to see me in Canada. I love that. So that being said, and Barb's coming to the online reading, make sure you have your spot reserved, you guys. There's only 4 online readings left till the end of the year. There's also the tour stops on there as well. And once those online readings are sold out, they're sold out. So just head to meetmattfrazier.com, Click on online readings and you'll find the Halloween psychic seance with me and my mom and the last 4 online readings of the year. It's sad, but it's amazing because I know that so many people are going to be able to go and hear messages from their loved ones in spirit. So I will see you soon. Trust in the signs and remember, there is no such thing as death. There's just a change in worlds. And I'll see you live online.